drapeau jaune et blanc. Il représente le Vatican. Il représente l'identité des institutions politiques catholiques. Nous avançons maintenant, accueillant nos étudiants de première et deuxième année de toutes les écoles.
highly esteemed members of the business and corporate world here present, distinguished entrepreneurs, the vice provosts, the vice presidents of the university, the deans, the faculty and staff, the CUIB Student Government Association just elected, and all our VIPs, our sophomores of the 2021 class, our freshmen in statu populari, all other protocol respected brothers and sisters in Christ. I've been asked this morning to present my welcome remarks. First, I would like to say that today we are witnessing what I would like to term as one of the most multifaceted convocation events in CUIB's history. The noun convocation stems from the Latin word convocare, meaning to call together, which combines the prefix cum, meaning together, and vocare, meaning to call together. From the word itself, you see that no one is called alone. It is always with others. By being here today, therefore, all of us are committing ourselves to remain together in a common purpose and playbook to help each of our students to be the best version of themselves. Today, we have invited you to be with us for 5 reasons. That is why I have termed this day the most multi-faceted convocation day in CUIB's history. Let's give a hand for that, please. Thank you. Today, you are going to witness 5 entrance ceremonies in one. Entrance ceremony number 1. The CUIB Douala Satellite Campus. To be honest with everyone here present, if you were to ask me 2 years ago, or a year ago, or even 4 months ago, or even a month ago, that I will be standing here officially to launch a CUIB permanent satellite campus in Bonamusali, Douala, I would have said, no way, Jose. The truth is that our entrance into Douala came earlier than we expected. Entrepreneurs of repute always say that when you start a project or a journey, what you don't necessarily have to do is worrying about every turn in the road between the launching of your project and the destination. This is because the middle is going to look different before reaching your goal. And this is true. What they tell us is that just look for a strong beginning and a strong ending and get moving. This is true for CUIB today. And today, we are telling the Douala community that CUIB is officially starting the journey today, and we are ready to start moving today. This is important because many parents were wondering why things are like the way they were. It has never been a plan to continue the school year. We were hoping that after some months, students will go back because it was for security reasons. But that's not the same. So, on your marks. On your marks. Let's clap for ourselves there. Thank you. It's often said that the Mohammed cannot come to the mountain will come to Mohammed. There's no doubt that this quick entrance is largely due to the crisis affecting schools in the English-speaking regions of our country, Cameroon. And we do not want to lose our students and their passion for their school. Our students love their school. They are passionate. And you can see, they are likable. They are always bright. They are cheerful. And we also love them. They are our only playbook in CUIB. Our students are our only playbook. We take decisions based on our students. So if we are here today, it's because of our students. Because we do not want to lose our students. Because our students are likable. You don't want to be someone who is likable. Please give a hand to our students. And that's why we felt that if Mohammed, our students, cannot come to Boya because of the current educative landscape in the English-speaking regions of our country, the mountain of Boya will go to Mohammed. And that is why that's what we have done, and that's why we are here today. This entrance, Your Excellencies, brothers and sisters, have been made possible by one of our discovered, reliable friends and partners, the Sigma Group. And we have here present the director of the institute here, and I'd like to acknowledge his presence, Mr. Mboufak Francois, who is one of our new friends and brothers. We are very proud of you. Thank you so much for welcoming us now to Douala, and now we have come to stay. And thank you for accepting us to stay. Please, let's give me a hand. Please, let's give me a hand. Let's give me a hand. Thank you so much. On behalf of the CUIB family, I would like to thank you immensely for welcoming us in your home. As the English saying goes, a friend in need is a friend indeed. In a very special way, thank you, I would like to thank and honor our University Quality Assurance and Enhancement Consultant, who has been central and the backbone to this success story in the person of Reverend Dr. Farah Michelle Nganto. Farah Michelle is an amazing educationist, a visionary par excellence. Farah Michelle, the Douala campus cannot spell success without you. Please let's give me a hand. Entrance number 2. Our new management team. Today, our new management team begins its official entrance and work. We have appointed Dr. Tonfak Fabrice as the first CUIB director of this campus. Where is he, please? He will be working in close collaboration with a solid team of CUIB personnel in the directorate. You see them when they will be installed. It is good to know that more permanent staff have been transferred from Boya to Douala to work with the team in Douala to ensure that the mission, the vision, the identity, and core values of CUIB are practiced here as you find in the parent campus in Boya. We have given Douala the best, and you enjoy this team. I can guarantee it, all of you. Entrance number 3, the inauguration of the Stuga cabinet. We are going to inaugurate the cabinet of the newly elected president of the Africa Progress Alliance Party of CUIB in the person of Ngwed Umleme. Ngwed, where is the president? Can you stand and acknowledge the president? That is the president. We are going to inaugurate them here today to show that Douala has come to stay. That is our new president who was elected. Please let's give me a hand. No. Okay, thank you. All right, thanks. Okay. In CUIB, we are not afraid of students, as most institutions in Cameroon do. They see students as those who bring disorder and organize strikes in campuses. That is why they don't even allow students to take over leadership in their schools, because they are afraid of students. This is different in CUIB. We allow our students to campaign, to debate, and vote for their leaders. This year, the Africa Progress Alliance Party won the elections, which was followed closely by other parties, Saints and Scholars Party and the EOC Party. In our 7 years of existence of student presidential debate, our students have grown in maturity and have learned to accept the verdict of the ballot box and to view political diversity as a strength and not a weakness. This is the way forward for Cameroon today. So parents and guardians here present, You have made the right choice by sending your children to CUIB. You will not regret your investment. And one of the major responsibilities of this new government is to work with the administration to maintain standards and the core values, mission, identity, and stewardship of our university. Congratulations to the new executive of the APA party. Let's give them a hand, please. Thank you. Entrance number 4, the sophomore convocation. Today, we are, for the first time, celebrating our sophomore convocation in Douala. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. I know many of you in Douala don't understand this ceremony. I'll just explain this ceremony briefly. This ceremony is meant to mark the entrance of our sophomores. Sophomore means level 2 students. We call them sophomore, which means wise fools. They are fools, but they are wise. They are wise fools. Sophomore means wise fools. Why wise fools? Because you know, when you know that you don't know, then you are an intellectual. An intellectual is one who knows that he or she does not know. It's a wise fool. So our sophomores are wise fools. Let's clap for our sophomores. Today it marks their entrance into the business world, the corporate world, as people entrepreneurs. They will take an oath to be entrepreneurs of integrity, entrepreneurs of ethics, and entrepreneurs of spirituality. This is the unique character of the sophomore convocation. After the ceremony of today, you have all the rights and privileges of people entrepreneurs, and you'll be officially incorporated into the corporate world. It is for this reason that today, our guest speaker is a lady of international corporate experience by name Mrs. Adeline Kanga. Please stand up. Let's give you a hand of applause. Thank you. She will share with us what it truly means to begin this entrance into the business world. From the CUIB perspective, entrepreneurship is primarily related to 3 things. It's a vocation, it's a mindset, and the risk of doing business. Today, our sophomores will begin this journey to be true people entrepreneurs. This is a noble pursuit. At its best and most true to its nature and potential, entrepreneurship serves the common good, as you all know. My dear sophomores, you will be the first batch to begin the new strategic vision of CUIB. And that strategic vision reads that CUIB will now be the cradle of entrepreneurship and wealth creation. No more job creators. CUIB will now be the cradle of entrepreneurship and wealth creation. We want to start training a new generation of students who can create wealth, not seeking for jobs or not getting jobs or getting jobs. This is the way forward for Africa. This is the way forward for Africa. And as president of the Catholic universities in Africa, and also vice president of International Federation of Catholic Universities, this is the project I'm proposing for the world. That Africa universities to turn to entrepreneurship and wealth creation. And we're going to launch this concept at the coming commencement ceremony in Boya on Friday, the 21st of December, 2018. Please, you are all invited to Boya on Friday, the 21st of December, 2018. We are going to launch this new vision for CUIB. 5th entrance, freshmen and women convocation. Our freshmen and women. Freshmen. While the sophomore convocation makes the entrance of our students into the business world, the freshmen and women convocation marks the entrance of our students, their parents, friends, faculty, staff, into the university community. Today we are here to give a big welcome to all the new members of the CUIB family. Please, can you stand up now so that we can acknowledge your presence and give you a special CUIB salute. All newcomers, their parents, freshmen, please stand up. Stand up. Please, let's give them a hand. All freshmen, their parents, freshmen friends, freshmen and women friends. Oh, please stand up, please, freshmen, parents, freshmen, stand up, please, stand up, please. You're welcome. You are welcome to to the city of saints and scholars. You're welcome to CUIB. CUIB welcomes you today. And let's give them a special Beraka salute. Remember, Beraka, we praise you, we thank you, we bless you. Please give them a Beraka salute. They are newcomers. Remember, Beraka, we praise you, we thank you, we bless you. Thank you. Please sit down. Thank you. After the ceremony of today, my dear freshmen and women, you will now have a new status called CUIB VITs. Please, let's give a hand. Let's give a hand. My dear freshmen and women, permit me today to share with you before I end my lengthy words of welcome some important secrets of this family. I'm going to address more the sophomores, sorry, the freshmen and women. The sophomores, yeah, you are part of the family. You are the family. Let me unveil to you some of our secrets of the CUIB family. The first secret I would like to unveil to our freshmen and women is that in CUIB, we don't say the problem is, we are tired of that word, the problem is. We don't say that. That's one of the secrets. We don't say that. Here we avoid what one of our renowned members of the Board of Trustees, whom we all know, Mr. Clement Roland, former JCI president, he calls this the ABC syndrome. People who spend their time accusing others, blaming others, and condemning others. And that's how Cameroon is. Everywhere you go, everybody's condemning everyone. Everybody's blaming everyone. Everyone's accusing everyone. That is not CUIB. Here we say the solution is, and I'm so proud of the freshmen and the students of this new campus because we intentionally did not allow anybody to leave Boya to come and support you. You did it yourself because you are solution finders. Please clap for them. Clap for them. You are solution finders. My dear parents, that is part of our training. Our students should learn how to figure out things, even in difficult circumstances. And parents should help them to figure out things, even in difficult circumstances. We cannot pamper them. That's why they're here in an entrepreneurial university, to figure out things. We allowed them to figure out this ceremony. And look at how the choir in one day, the choir performed so well and the angels in heaven were rejoicing. Let's give a hand to the choir. Let's give a hand to the choir. I'm so jealous now because we don't have such a choir in Boya. I'm so jealous here. I'm so jealous. If you did this only a one-day practice, what more of if you were there every day? Some of us will be floating in the air. That is CUIB, solution finders. You don't have an obstacle and start crying. My dear freshmen, that's the secret. You don't see an obstacle and start crying. And you go to your parents, mommy, have this difficulty. You have a problem yourself. You have to be solution finders. That is the secret in CUIB. To train our students to be solution finders in the community and for themselves. And for themselves. The second secret. The second secret is that we have only one playbook in this school, one playbook. To help each and everyone to become the best version of yourselves. The best version of yourselves, which is summarized in our motto, Sancti et Scholari, which means saints and scholars. The word saint underscores our common commitment to help our students discover the best way to live and to be the best version of themselves as God created them to be. People from different cultures, different countries, different tribes, different religious backgrounds may disagree on many things. But none proposes that the best way to live is by trying to be something other than who you are. No religion, no culture, no country, even Cameroon, says that the meaning of life is to be the worst version of yourselves. Worst version of yourself. That nobody says that. No culture, no religion says that. Or that the best way to live is by being a second-rate version of yourself. God has not created you, my dear freshmen and women, to be a second-rate version of yourself. No, are you here to be another version of your parents seated there? You are not another version of your parents seated there. And we are appealing to parents. Parents, please, let your children be the best version of themselves. Let's love our parents who allow our children to be the best of themselves. Let them do what they want to do, what their passion is. That's the secret CIB. Their passion in life. Their passion. Secret number 3. I call that the Beraka secret. The Beraka secret is that in CIB, our students, we train our students to be always grateful, to be always thankful, and to bless others. Please bless others now. Please just bless somebody. Just bless somebody beside you. Just bless someone beside you. Just tell them that this is what we do in CIB. Please, the old students, show the students how you bless others and you thank them and you praise them, you acknowledge them. When you do that, you will see that your life will change for the best. As you will become a member of the CIB family, do not consider that you are from a poor home or disadvantaged background or incapable of succeeding. There's nothing that you have received that will prevent you from saying Beraka. Even when you are mocked by your friends or insulted that you do not have an A grade or consider insignificant, like Christ, be ready to say Beraka. When I say, in the hands of God, all of us should answer Beraka. In the hands of God. Beraka. In the hands of God. Beraka. Beraka means, Lord, I'm grateful to you. Lord, I praise you. Lord, I thank you. Lord, I bless you. I'm a positive person. I'm a grateful student. I'm not a pest to the community. I'm not a pest to my parents. I'm not a pest to my friend. I am always grateful. No matter the circumstances, I build myself to be always thankful, to be always grateful. That's what we say Beraka. All say Beraka. Beraka. In the hands of God. Beraka. I have an apology. I'm very sorry. My dear brothers and sisters, I'm very, very sorry. I've made some errors. I've given you too many secrets. Freshmen, I've given you too many secrets. You are not yet CIB student, you are not a VIP. So this was meant to be a welcome remark from the president. I rest my case. Beraka, Beraka, Beraka.
Thank you very much, Father. We will now move forward to the introduction of our guest speaker. We are honored today and we are pleased indeed to have amongst us an honorable guest in the name of Ms. Adeline Kamga. Ms. Adeline is the founder and publisher of Fab Afrique magazine and Fab Afrique PR, with expertise working across different areas in the corporate, business, and community world. She is committed to delivering quality projects in change management, corporate PR, and corporate communications. Adeline has a BA in corporate communication at the University of Douala, MA in human resource management at Convocation University, UK, and professional qualifications such as CIPD, Prince 2, and DIP in business administration. She gained a hands-on experience in HR, working on different HR change management projects with one of Europe's largest employer, Birmingham City Council, and subsequently as a consultant in HR processes. Adeline started her entrepreneurial route long before she launched her lifestyle magazine, www.fabafrique.com, which gained her a position as the second Cameroonian woman to own a lifestyle magazine in the UK. Through her magazine, she had the opportunity of working with top UK and European brands for 3 years, giving her an insight into doing business in Europe and now Africa, with the launch of her brand in 2013 in Cameroon. In 2015, Adeline launched a Pan-African Excellence in People Management initiative for change called the Corporate Awards and the Corporate Women in Leadership Program. So far, she has hosted these across 3 different African countries and is planning a 4-country plan in 2019. Through this, she has gained clients in different African countries such as Nigeria, Gabon, Côte d'Ivoire, and Senegal. Expanding her expertise in doing business in Africa, she is very active in her community as a Secretary General of Africa 2.0 Cameroon chapter and the Global Secretary and Africa Chair of Global Visionary Women Network. Adeline also is focused on inspiring and empowering young leaders through speaking, engagements, and workshops. She has offices in UK, Cameroon, and is opening an office in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire in February 2019. Lastly, but not the least, she is married to a very supportive husband and has 3 kids. Ms. Adeline is not just an entrepreneur by word, but also by action. Please, let's stand and welcome Ms. Adeline Kabga.
Good morning, Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, freshmen and sophomores, ladies and gentlemen, fellow students, parents, and welcome to this very, very important day. I would like to thank CUBE for giving me such an important task to speak to you at the very first convocation of CUBE Douala chapter, and the task of sharing my experience with you and attempting to make you understand just how important your first official step to entrepreneurship is. As an aside, I want to say I am who I am today because I passed through CUBE. I remember when I started a few years ago, Father George here seated gave me a lot of opportunities. I remember training staff at CUBE. I remember speaking to students like today in a different capacity. I even remember training priests and bishops on how to manage the people in the capacity of my human resources, management practices. That was a few years ago, about 7 years ago, Father, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you, Father George, for believing in me then when I was still young in this journey. I remember being fired from every sensible job I had when I was working for others. 3 times, 4 times, being fired. And then it dawned on me, I wasn't cut off to work for someone. I was cut off to work for myself. It dawned on me that the gene I had in me was to be an entrepreneur, was to lead others, to support others, and to help them to grow. While growing my vision and developing myself as well. In my past, when I was younger, I had always wanted to be a journalist. This is purely because back in the days, I guess when we knew about profession, careers, and stuff like that, that is also the same period when we had the TV, and that is when most parents in the Southwest had the TV at home. I remember watching all these beautiful, lovely ladies reading the news, and I told my dad, I want to be an anchor woman, I want to read the news. I mean, I was so focused on being an anchor woman that I forgot about other opportunities that I might have. Well, I won't say I wasn't a very bright student, but I didn't have the chance to go to the University of Boya, which at the time was the only university offering this opportunity, so I missed out. I instead went to Douala University and studied what is today called the corporate communication. Yes, I did. That was a BA. I still had my dream, and I said, no, I'm going to be an anchor woman no matter what it takes. A few years later, after my graduation, I traveled to Italy, where I saw my dreams slipping away because of language barrier. I couldn't speak in a European TV channel. No, I was black, and second, I had an accent. So I knew that was not going to be for me, and I had to change. I did a few jobs, back and forth, and then I had to move to the UK, where I had the opportunity to study. I had an option to study communication or journalism so that my dreams could be fulfilled. But then it didn't work. I had a friend who told me a lot of things about HR, and I said, oh, I want to do HR, I like the way it sounds. I had no plans on what I wanted to do with my HR degree, but I knew I wanted to do HR because my friend was doing HR. That was bad, right? Was it bad? That's not bad. Because today I can gladly say what I did in 2016 has shaped me for who I am today. I'm succeeding in business because with my HR degree, I learned how to manage people, how to manage expectation, and also some top skills that you can only learn via HR or via top universities like you. After my HR degree, I worked in the HR environment for a few years, I think 6 years, but I'm a very emotional person, meaning I can't do the HR thing because it's a very emotional setting. You listen to all sorts of problems and you want to solve it, and I just wasn't strong enough, so I left for project management. Did another degree in project management, and I had a job as a project manager. But then something kept working in me, something kept pushing me. You know what? The dream I had as a little girl to be an anchor lady came back fresh, new, stronger. And I was in England where you were expected to speak as a queen. How could I be an anchor lady where you had all these beautiful, well-spoken BBC anchor women? And you know, I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance at all. I told myself, okay, I'm not sure I'll be able to speak like this once. And every time I speak, they say you have an accent, which I thought I didn't. So, fast forward, I decided to use my dream in a different way. I started a website. That is how it all started. I started a website. It was a lifestyle magazine. Started sharing story here and there. And exactly one year later, I lost my final job. The job that put the nail on the head and said, Adeline, you know what? You're not supposed to be back, behind the computers. You're supposed to be out there doing what you love doing. So I lost my job, and then I launched my magazine 3 months later. This was glossy print magazine. I have some in there. If people want them, I can share. After I launched my magazine, I realized there was so much I could do with my talent. My talent for corporate communication, my talent from HR, my degree from corporate communication, my degree from HR. And then I started doing more than just publishing magazines for myself. Started publishing magazines for other companies. So I'll be called on by top companies in the petroleum or the banking or the insurance, and they'll ask me to publish a corporate magazine because I was very good at what I did. And I published magazines and I published magazines. But then I wasn't satisfied. I thought there was something else I needed to do. And what is this? I looked at all my activities, looked at where I've been, where I am, and I decided to launch a PR brand. Everybody here heard about PR, right? Yeah? Decided to launch a PR brand. PR representing companies, helping them to provide solutions. As Father say, we don't call the word problems, we provide solutions. So helping them to provide solutions to the problems that they have, giving them better images. Thank you. Giving them better images, communicating on their behalf, reaching out to the media and doing things like that. Now, as an entrepreneur, you shouldn't do it alone. You should have a team, right? So far, I have about 9 people that work full-time for me, UK and Cameroon, and I have a lot of part-time people that work with me. This is purely because I've expanded over the years as well. 2015, we launched the Corporate Awards and the Corporate Women in Leadership. This is an initiative to initiate change in the way people manage people. Most often, it's all about us as companies, and we don't really feel what the employees are feeling. So the Corporate Award is simply to see how people manage their staff and recognize excellence in people management. We've succeeded in hosting these events in Cameroon 2016, Gabon 2017, and lately Cote d'Ivoire Abidjan 2018, which was by far the most successful, as we have over 50 companies representing and taking part in this initiative. Thank you. Going forward, we'll be having the Corporate Awards in 2020 London edition, where we'll be having different companies in Africa who've participated in our last editions to share their experience in a totally different setting and learn new skills, as also give what they know or give back what they've brought from Africa. So it's going to be kind of exchange programs for both Europeans and Africans all mixed together. So isn't that great? Now, let's talk about you. and the fact that you're here today, and the fact that you decided to enroll in one of the best universities in Cameroon. Best university because from statistics, we can see that you have more than 64% of the total number of graduates who've come through this university self-employed. This can only mean one thing. When the result like this shows that more people are becoming self-employed than working for others, it purely means the university is great at what it does. The university might be doing 80%, or sorry, 20% of what it's doing, but you are expected to do 80% of what you are supposed to do in order to achieve tomorrow. Your achievement should not come from all the theory that you're going to be taught in here, or the practicals that you're going to be, that you're going to be trained on. But then it depends on how you are going to develop key skills that will help you to be who you want to be tomorrow. To list some of these skills, which can help you to grow your business, I'll first of all talk about the analytical skills. How analytical are you? How do you look at the glass? Half full, half empty? How do you analyze those around you? Talk about solution providers. What is there to be done? How can you be a solution to that problem? How can you actually start from scratch and make it up to the finish line? How can you bring others to work with you and make you succeed? You also learn on how to be result-oriented, meaning all the training and practical that you're going to be trained here together with the theory, it's going to help you to understand what a good result looks like. It's not just about doing it, but about doing it well or doing it great, as I always say it. So you must be able to be result-oriented, know what you want to achieve, what you need to do to achieve, and how to get there. Then let's talk about you being assertive. Assertiveness is something that should come from within. We all must be assertive in order for us to succeed in this environment that is so challenging. Communication skills is a natural thing to do because you can't do it alone. You need others to do it with you. And then organizational skills, you need to know what you do the next day, the day after, and how what you did yesterday can affect what you want to do in 10 days. So knowing how to communicate is also about making others to understand where you want to be, your vision, and how you want to get there. So you must be able to develop this key skill, which is called communication skill, in order to succeed in the business world. And then I know you can name the rest because you, by nature, are already entrepreneurs. Being an entrepreneur means you have the ability to handle difficult situations, making life-changing decisions. For example, I had to travel to England 2 days ago, and my flight was 2 days ago, and Father Misha said, Adeline, I've got these students and I want you to speak to them. I had to make the decision to change my flight and be here with you so that I can talk to you and hopefully impact you moving forward. So you have to make decisions where you see fit, where you see important. That is all you do when you run your own business, making decisions, making decisions, making decisions. This is a very important part in growth. And then accepting failure. It is normal. I know you know the stories about this entrepreneur who didn't go to school and now is the richest man on earth. You know all those stories. But I want you to step into those shoes. Feel their pains, feel their frustrations, feel their denial when they failed. What happened when they failed? What happened? Did they stop? Did they stop? Did they stop? No, they didn't stop. That's why they became the richest people or the most influential people today. Because they picked up, learned from their mistakes, and forged even deeper. That's what the hat you should be wearing is, a hat of success, yes. But when it doesn't come the way or the shape that you want to, make sure you get up as fast and move forward. I must confess that one of the things that have played a great role of my success is my people skill. If you're having difficulties keeping relationships, I'm sorry, but this is the worst part. You need to learn how to fix your relationships. There is no room for anyone who cannot fix relationship to grow in business. This is purely because as an entrepreneur, your business is you. When they look at your business, the first thing they think about is you. So you must start from today to learn how to live in harmony with people. Learn how to play the game. Learn how to be nice, genuinely nice. Learn how to identify people who can impact your growth, family, friends, colleagues, staff. You must learn all this because if not, you're going to be alone in the middle of the water at one time and you won't be able to swim. Because everyone who owns a canoe or a boat has driven off with it. Now, if I stop speaking without saying this, it won't sound right. Making money. How many people out there want to make money? Money? Money makers? Money makers? Money makers? Okay. Great. We all want to make money, right? Right. Money is great. But guess what your fuel is? Your fuel is not the money that you have to make in 10 days, in 10 months, in 10 years. Your fuel is your determination, your passion, your ability to do things quickly. It's all these things that we've put together. Because post money, there is nothing. But post this thing, there is something called satisfaction. What's the essence of you making loads and loads of money if you're not satisfied, if you're not happy? So whatever you set out to do after your graduation, know that you must have a passion for what you want to do. If you don't have the passion, please hire somebody else to do it for you and relax and enjoy your money. Right? I advocate for the corporate women in leadership, as you've heard. What I mean to say here is that not everyone is cut to be an entrepreneur. If somewhere along the line you realize this is not meant for you, make sure you still study hard and get a job in one of the top firms and help that firm to grow. This is purely because the skills you learn here at the university is transferable. These are not skills that you say, oh, I can't run my own business, so I'm just going to sit back there and cry. No, these are transferable skills that are applicable to every little part of the business, the corporate or the entrepreneurial world. Meaning, if you can set up your own business, grow your own business, manage people, it means you can do the same in someone else's company. So if tomorrow things do not go right or things do not go the way you want them to go, know that you have an arm. You've been armed from this university to use your expertise, to use your skills, to grow someone else's business and be happy in it. It's okay to be happy working for someone, but do it well. And make sure you do what you want to do, what you like to do. So, my dear students, as I said, not everyone is designed to be an entrepreneur. Thus, not every one of you will be your own boss. For those who do not, please remember working for someone does not mean you have failed. No, it means you will use the opportunity to demonstrate your expertise in business, development, working with others, and helping to change our business world. So I wish you all well, and I wish some of you would join me in the future as partners to deliver some of the things that I have to do in the world. Thank you very much.
Please, let's give a standing ovation to Miss Adeline. Please guys, stand. In 3RD, we appreciate excellence. Thank you very much, Miss Adeline, for this charismatic presentation.
Good morning, madam. Madam, I'd like to work at the Forbes magazine. I want to ask that, do you have a program that you educate young people on how to go about this Forbes magazine? Start their own business with Forbes magazine. I want to ask that question.
With regard to having a session to train young people to start their own magazines, I don't have an official project, an official plan, but I do help a lot of people like Exclusive 237 magazine. I was backbone behind that, supporting one of my staff to start her own magazine. And I also have a mentor-mentee program which I bring together young women to be mentored by mature women in the corporate environment. Thank you.
I'm called Wallace Godwin from the School of IT, precisely Information Security. And my question is, what kept you going?
What kept me going is looking back at the number of staff that I employ. Each time I wanted to give up, I think about all these children who count on me and thinking they're going to be out of job if I should just stop like that. Did not let me stop. Number two, I have a very supportive husband who's been helping and motivating me to do what I love to do. Number three, thank you. Number three, I couldn't hold a job, as I said in my presentation. I was dismissed in almost all my jobs because after 1 year, I know everything. I want to do everybody's job. I was bored, basically. I was doing everybody's job, so I couldn't hold a job. So thinking of going back to 9 to 5 was not an option for me because I'm always thinking 10 steps ahead. So that kept me going. Initiative, initiative, initiative. If you look at my resume, which I can send, I've done so many things that has been an impact in people's lives. And these are some of the things that kept me going. Thank you.
You know, I'm an IT, and tomorrow we are actually working in an IT area. And I've read in a magazine where it is written that tomorrow it will not be those who doesn't know how to read that will be called illiterate, but those who doesn't know how to code or program. And I don't know if you're aware about that, because I feel like a lot of leaders, entrepreneurs who talk about empowering doesn't have that into their empowering training. And I feel like if you can have that, I don't know if you had that first of all. I don't want to judge. If you had that, how do you do to implement the IT skills to actually help people in the future to blend their leadership skills with their IT skills? Thank you.
Digital marketing section of my company, meaning that is very IT oriented. We also just recruited our first ever code woman at Convocation. So we are training her. She just graduated from the university, fresh from the university, started last month, and we're training her on building apps application because we have our first big contract in mobile application, and we want to make sure we have it right. Not just having it right, but encouraging, empowering the young people to be part of this change project and to have something on their CV to say, I was part of the team that built that app. So thank you.
I believe that God created all things, and indeed, I live and move and have my being. Therefore, to succeed in this life, I must put God first, in the middle and at the end of all my activities, and life as a member of the CYP family. I believe that God's way forward for humanity is to develop a culture of sharing versus that of having. Therefore, I believe in the economy of communion. I believe that
Catholic University of Douala exists to improve the quality of life of Cameroonians by preserving the existing knowledge through teaching and developing new knowledge through research. That the Catholic University Institute of Douala exists to prepare professional servant leaders with moral and spiritual values to contribute to the sustainable development of their communities. That the Catholic University Institute of Douala exists to bring hope to the students and awaken in them a sense of purpose and direction so that they may achieve social, economic, spiritual, cultural, and environmental well-being in their communities in particular and the nation at large. I therefore call on you to raise up your right hand and take the oath.
In my capacity as President and Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University Institute of Douala, and by virtue of the powers vested in me as President and Pro-Chancellor, I declare all these students duly convoked at the Catholic University Institute of Douala for the 2018-2019 academic year. Congratulations.
Congratulations to these freshmen and sophomore students. Let's put our hands once more together to clap for them. For they are the entrepreneurs, not of tomorrow, but of today.
Last year, we recited the CYB statement of direction and the freshman convocation oath. In those two ceremonies, we pledged to live the CYB code of conduct and swear to respect the institution's core values. The CYB code of conduct, the core values, and the skills you are applying here in CYB are preparing you for the job market. I therefore call on you to more oath that will guide your conduct in life.
That the Almighty God, from whom I all knowledge shall rekindle me the love of truth, the pride of God, and devotion to the community. All these I pledge so help me.
In my capacity as President and Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University Institute of Douala, and by virtue of the powers vested in me as President and Pro-Chancellor, I declare you both sophomore students of Douala present here admitted into the various areas of specialization. Congratulations. Thank you.
I call on the elected student government members to lift up their right hand and take the oath of office. Recite.
We, the elected members of the student government of the Catholic University Institute of Douala, hereby pledge before the
that we shall faithfully and obediently apply ourselves to the core
of this institution, that we shall faithfully discharge to the best of our abilities the duties and responsibilities of our positions, that we shall give respect to the hierarchy, in particular, and the hierarchy of the Catholic University.
In my capacity and as President and Pro-Chancellor, I declare now that from this day onward, you have been installed into your functions as tutor of CID for the 2018-2008 academic year with all the privileges and rights pertaining thereto. Congratulations. So, Madam Fabolia Gamba Ukawa, please come forward and join. Sambok Pierre Alain is not here, but he's going to be there. Sambok Pierre Alain. These are permanent staff that will join who have left Samboya who will be working here in Douala. Mrs. Kwaye Shelley Shigan, please come forward. There. We have some students who will be helping. Namondo Marguerite, Work Studies, Secretary and IT Assistant. We have Tassa Ulrich Boucher, Work Study Secretariat IT Assistant. In the School of Agriculture, you have two permanent, Dr. Tom Fabrice Living Chadi is there, and one of our lecturers, Professors Arnold Tata Kong, will be joining you in Douala. For the School of Information Technology, you have Dr. Mokom, Mr. Mokom, who will represent the Dean of the School of Technology, and assisted by Madame Taco Fanny Michelle Dorien. So they will be permanent Douala campus. For the School of Engineering, permanent Dr. Ngangong Eric Yatin will be permanent here. The Dean of the School of Engineering, permanent Douala campus. The other members who will be joining this team is Samuel Armstrong Bansa and Mr. Eno Ojan Charles from the School of Life. For the campus ministry, you have Father Peter Ubawi here, Peter, the campus ministry, Father Jean-Claude, for the campus ministry. So you see that we have sent you a lot of workers from Goya. Please, let's clap for them, please clap for them. So these are the starters. This will be the starting team, permanent team that will join the other adjunct faculty and adjunct other staff that will be included in the Douala campus to kickstart the Douala campus. We are very proud of this team. You see that we have 3 deans here, permanent deans for the school year, and we have got all the best in Douala. Please, let's clap for Douala. We want to assure the parents that we have come, now we have decided that we are staying. Before we did not. And we'll try to make all the necessary changes that we need to make to get Douala take off. That's why, as of today, after the ceremony, the students in Douala campus begin their holidays. You come back on Monday, the 15th of January. You started in August. You started working very early. So that's why we have extended a holiday to the 15th of January.
While you remain standing, I will call on Dr. Ujike Nofat Medwich, the new director of the Douala campus, on your behalf to take the vote. Dr. Ujike, forward. Please up your right hand and take the oath of office. I, Dr. Tonfat Chicken Fabrice, the newly appointed director of the Douala campus of the Candy University Institute of Oya, hereby pledge before this August assembly that I shall faithfully and obediently apply myself to the core values of the institution, that I shall faithfully discharge to the best
of my abilities, the duty and responsibilities of my position, that I shall give due respect to the CUAB hierarchy in particular, and the hierarchy of the Catholic Church in general. From this day onward, as President and Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University, with the powers vested in me, I now declare you the first CUIB installed director of the Douala campus, with all the privileges and rights pertaining therefore to it. Congratulations. Dear faculty and students, faculty staff and students, I want to present you the first CIB director of the now permanent Douala Satellite Campus of CIB.
University Institute of Boya, the place to be, the entrepreneurial university.
Sango Yesu Kristo, Sango Mele Patombeo, Sango Hallelujah. Sango you put together like a jigsaw. So what can I do if not to be grateful? You took me from here, nobody to the top of the pinnacle, and I've been giving you what it pays for. They must be doing and celebrating my success. Just look at me, that's becoming a process. Your pastor about complexity, but when I really started with the deep professionals to reactivate the process.
se connaît pas. Pauvreté, on se connaît pas. On se connaît pas. Je me rappelle les jours où je pouvais de faire. Les jours où le chômage mettait le solo. Le solo. Le maillot mangeait mouillé. Faut pas caler ça de ce gars. Ça de ce gars. Pauvreté, on se connaît pas. Nanana, on se connaît pas. Est-ce que tu m'entends, ce que tu fais, on se connaît pas. Allez, on se connaît pas. On se connaît pas. Tu donnes à tu sais.
CUIB also give students the opportunity to go for internship, and since my year one, I've been going for internship, not just some common companies, no, but they made sure that I go into very high-class companies. For my year one, I went to Camtel, and they were like, oh, a year one student coming for internship, that's so amazing. There's one thing, that was my junior year internship placement. After that, my supervisor called me, that was at the end of my internship, and he told me, Margaret, I admire you so well. You are different from other interns. I like the way you work, the way you talk, your behavior. In fact, you stand out from other interns. I was like, thank you, sir, thank you. Then I came back to school after the industrial placement. I thought, and it dawned on me, like, if I came to school with this mindset of just academic, but somebody outside can admire the way I behave, the way I talk, and I said, oh, this could just be CUIB value, moral and entrepreneurship values. And I say, thank you, CUIB. So after that, I thought, I'm like, I have to give it back. And during my leadership course, my lecturer always tells me, a good leader is someone who replicates himself in another person and not just stop there, but makes the person better than he or she is. And I said, so I'm going to do that. That is why I took upon myself to be a CUIB ambassador, and I'm proudly a CUIB ambassador. The school authorities gave me the opportunity to work with them, to work hand in glove with them. And I had that pleasure, I was so honored to work with some centers of CUIB. I work with CITS. I'm a network student. I'm a senior year network student from the School of Information Technology. So they gave me the opportunity to work with the CITS, the Center for Information Technology Services. And so I can proudly say, what I was taught in class, I can replicate it in the field. I can work in a company now. I can work in a networking company without any problem. That is why I can see why my intern supervisor was telling me I'm good with what I'm doing, that's the work, because I took, the CUIB trains me from school. And also I had the opportunity to work with the Center of Student Services, from where I was able to look for accommodations for you freshmen, you know, right? Also, I was opportunity to take part, organize ceremonies in school, organize symposiums in school with my dean. Yeah, it was so amazing. And so, I can say I'm a proud ambassador. There is one thing, if you want people to know about you, to tell your story, others will not tell it the way you say it. So, I'm here to tell CUIB's story to the world. And I encourage you freshmen now, sophomores, junior and senior, let's tell our story. Because we are the ones who can say no other person can do it better than we can do it. And to God be our helper, we know we can do it together. Thank you.
She was so sweet. I was so touched. And from her talk.
Thank you. Président de l'école université de Douala, mon protocole du respected. Good afternoon. During my first year of freshman in Cal University of Douala, I never knew about entrepreneurship. I was seeing entrepreneurs like Zomi Vanessa and Eche Bonovi winning startup competition of about 2 million to 5 million. I said, wow, is it possible to have this amount of money in your bank account as a student? As a great entrepreneur said, when you see someone successful, meet the person, give him juices and food. When you ask him something, he will give you. I did so. They responded me one word, entrepreneurship. This is because entrepreneurship is a course in CUIB that is being taught from year 1 to year 4. He also told me that your business idea plus your business model make you a successful entrepreneur. That's why in my sophomore and junior year, I participated in the bootcamp competition organized by the CUIB, which is all about pitching your ideas in 16 seconds, presenting your model Canva in 5 minutes. Due to this bootcamp experience, I applied for a startup weekend artificial intelligence competition in November 2018, in which we won the first prize of the startup weekend artificial intelligence in Yaoundé. But I'm proud to represent my country at the international day in Paris. I found the knowledge gained by this competition and entrepreneurial skill acquired in CUIB. I was able to build my own enterprise called the Pyrex, the Laboratoire Pyrex. The Laboratoire Pyrex is a company that produces great cleaning agents, which provide perfect result with such instant good, giving you a no stain and fresh fragrance. It was created in July 2018 after my junior year work experience at La Société Gic Développement. Presently, we have 2 of our products in the market, which is liquid detergent, which has a foaming, a cleaning, foaming and good perfume. We have also the bleach, which is a disinfectant, remove odors, whitening and stain removers. Currently, my enterprise, the Pyrex enterprise, is working on the project of production of soap and powder detergent from waste fine oil. This to solve the problem of pollution of waste fine oil in the environment. I've got to where I say now, my vision is to be an international entrepreneur on formulation, simplification, sustainable development, and my mission is to install a made in Cameroon Pyrex enterprise. I will call upon all students, in my freshman, when coming in my freshman, I was seeing the senior student winning the Tumio, the Yale, but I've seen that the process is already coming down. So in 2019, my vision, me as an ambassador to represent CUIB almost in all the startup competition, to compete even at the international level as an ambassador of CUIB. CUIB for building my moral and spiritual value, giving me the entrepreneurship mindset and making me the problem solver. I conclude my pitch by saying, Biraka, Biraka, Biraka. Thank you.
I would like to call on the President and Pro-Chancellor of the Catholic University Institute of Boya to give us a closing remark.
We have come now to stay. We have come now to stay in Douala. My dear parents, because of our students, because of our VIPs, whom we honor so dearly, we have decided to come to Douala. I want to thank, in a very special way, the team that put all this together, to work in the decoration, to prepare for this occasion. Our wonderful MC, the musicians, our DJ. Please let's give them a hand. Let's give a hand, MCs, and you're amazing, amazing, amazing. My dear parents, they are all students. They are students. They are students. We didn't hire anybody from outside, and that's what CUIB looks like. That's what excellence looks like in CUIB. I'm very proud of you, students. For our freshmen, I'm very proud of you. And women, I'm very proud of you. You have not made the wrong choice. You've made the right choice in your life. You have come to CIB. Give yourself a hand, please. Give yourself a freshman. Thank you so much. For the sophomore, two sophomore students here, your friends are in Boya. We wish you the best here. That's how life is. You have to make your choices. We are very proud of you. We are proud to be here. I want to say thank you to our faculty, those from Boya who came to spice this occasion. Let's give a hand to our faculty here present who came, some from Boya, to come and spice this occasion. As we are saying, today is a joy for us and for our parents. I would like to apologize because many of you have concerns about the school, what is going on, why you don't have this. But today you have seen that we have made a decision. We have made the decision to start. And I'm appealing on you to join the parents in Douala, and those of you who have your kids here, to join us to build this campus, to build CUIB Douala, so that CUIB Douala will beat CUIB Boya. My dear parents, that is the challenge I'm giving to you today. To join us, to join the new administration, Dr. Fabrice and his team, to make Douala the higher order of saints and scholars. And I know, a good number of you, I know you are capable of doing that. And we are very proud of you. We are very proud of you. And I'm calling on our senior year in transition. Our senior year in transition. That's one of our best batches that we have. I'm going to talk about it on Friday. Our senior year in transition. I'm appealing on all of you to join so that we can make Douala campus the campus of excellence, the campus of wealth creation, the campus of entrepreneurship. This is my appeal to all of you, and I think we can do it. And to our director here present, we want to say that we are very proud of you. We are honored of you. We are so thankful that you have given us your facility. You gave us all this for free. We didn't give you any franc, to show that you are a great man of honor. You are a man of respect. We do appreciate it, and we hope that in future, this ceremony will involve the students of CUIB and also your own students, so that they start having these ceremonies too in Douala. That's a plan. That the two campuses will work together, the two campuses will share their strength, the two campuses will share their strengths and weaknesses, so they can build the two campuses so that both campuses will stand out here in Douala. That these two universities will stand out here in Douala, because the two campuses are two powerful campuses. So this is the joy that we have, that Douala has this strength of putting together all the strength of people and making the best of what we call a salad. The salad is bringing all the best of things, and so this is the salad campus of Douala. Thank you, Mr. Director. On behalf of the Chancellor and the members of the Board of Trustees who could not be here, I bring them your greetings. They will be there at the commencement ceremony in Boya. And I said, you're all invited at that commencement ceremony. And I hope after this, please feel free, enjoy yourself, have a wonderful time. We love you. Beraka, Beraka, Beraka.
We thank you, Lord, for this day. we thank you for this successful occasion. We thank you for your blessings and for your graces. We ask you to guide and protect us as we go back. Bless this institution and bless all of us to work for the good of Cameroon, for the good of Africa, and for the good of the world. We ask all this through Christ our Lord. The Lord be with you. May the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit come down on you and remain with you forever.
As an entrepreneurial university, we worked out new strategies on how we can keep our students going in learning. We have developed what we call mobile and ubiquitous teaching and learning. They use their mobile phones to learn because the climate in Boya is kind of challenging. Most of our students work with their phones wherever they are. Where there are challenges, the students don't come to school. Where they can come to school, they come to school. So that's how we have designed this new, what we call mobile and teaching and learning. The mobile phone is one of the best things that God has given to Africans because every African has a mobile phone. So we have designed, use the mobile phone to give our students classes. It's amazing. So that's why we have now the Boya campus, and now here we are launching the Douala campus. The major challenges we have, like any entrepreneurs, for us is UIB. We don't talk about challenges, we look at solutions. What are the major solutions that we are providing? That's why we are here today. Those parents and students who could not come to Boya, we have decided to launch this satellite campus in Douala, and we are telling the Douala population that CUIB today officially is saying that they have the same status, the same quality, the same core values in Douala. And we are calling the Douala population to support this great university. The first entrepreneurial university in West Africa, the first entrepreneurial university to set entrepreneurship in Cameroon, the first now that is going to the next level to move entrepreneurship from job creation to wealth creation. This is what we are saying today in Douala, and that's why we are here in Douala to launch this campus and to also to welcome our freshmen and sophomore students.
Hi, I'm Adeline Sedekamga and was a guest speaker for today. So, you don't have to go to Boya to study at the CUIB anymore. You can do it in Douala. You can do it right here in Bonamusadi. So calling on all of you watching that this has taken place today. It was a convocation of freshers, and we're hoping next year we're going to have more students because there is always an opportunity for people to learn. And this is a perfect opportunity for people to learn. So send your kids, relatives, family, know that this is a great chance for them to make a difference and to become big-time entrepreneurs tomorrow.
I'm Dr. Chike, the newly installed director of the CUIB Douala campus. At the same time, I'm the Dean of the School of Agriculture and Natural Resources and lecturer in the same school. Being CUIB is a privilege because the way we teach our students or we train our students, we prepare them to insert themselves, to create jobs by themselves and insert themselves in the society, which is very important because the actual context, you can see that many people are just trying to get the certificate, and at the end, everybody has certificate, but nobody is working. Everybody is expecting a job from the government side. While we have talent, we have been blessed with talent, and we can innovate, we can create by ourselves, we can create jobs and impact on our community. So what is there is that we train our students to do that with different programs. As one of our students was saying, you can see at the freshman year, we have our students go for internship. At the sophomore year, which is the 2 year, they go for professional internship. At the junior year, which is the year 3 level, they go for work experience, 3 months. And at the end of BSc, they defend a report, a research work that they have conducted by themselves. The same thing is done at the level of the master level. But we also launch the master in different fields, like in business and in agriculture, in sustainable agriculture this academic year. I will call upon our parents and students to know that CUIB is here to help them. We want to make our students the best version of themselves. And the parents who are here today, they will also see that after 4 or 2 years training, their child will have changed. So that is a culture that we give to our students in CUIB. So I'm also sure that I have no doubt that my team members and I will do all our best to make sure that we take this campus